Hello, everyone. What's going on? How are you doing? Hey, hey, hey. If you all can hear me, just let me know. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome. Good evening. Happy Saturday. What it do? With my Birdman hand slide, I guess. How y'all doing? Let me know if you can hear me. Yes, you can hear me. Okay, great. Okay. So we can hear you. Okay, great. So come on in. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, we lit tonight. Apparently y'all got time. Apparently y'all have time. Welcome to the live stream. So I'm going to introduce myself and then we're going to dive into the content. So let me choose a different asset real quick and then we're going to introduce myself as we get people into the live stream. Also, if this is your first time going live with me, hey, what's up? Welcome to the UnCloned community. I am excited to talk about tonight because there are so many things that you can do that are paid. And I realize that that's where I am in my business as it relates to getting business. I'm at that phase where I can pay to accelerate my brand. I don't necessarily have to do a lot of free tactics and strategies. And I do recommend that, like, regardless of where you are in business, you should get to a place where you're doing both, where you're doing free and paid strategies in order to get traction on your business. So what I have found is that if you have slow growth, let's just say you're taking the content route, you really are subject to the algorithm, right? If that's all you're going to do is just do content, you are subject to the algorithm. However, if you're trying to accelerate, there are some other things that you're going to have to do, right? That doesn't mean that your reel can't go viral or your TikTok can't go viral, or it doesn't mean that you can't use the proper hashtags or any of those things. It just simply means that depending on your goals, how fast you want to go will determine the route you take and or how you promote yourself. Okay, so I'm going to introduce myself and then we're going to get into the content. Here we go. So let me pull up my little about me graphic. Hello, hello, hello. So hopefully you can see that. If not, don't worry about it. I'm going to go over it anyway. I thought it would show up a lot cooler here, but apparently it's not. But anyway, my name is Audria Richmond. I'm a serial entrepreneur with over 13 years of branding, business, and marketing experience. I run a 7-figure business called UnCloned Media. And most of my clients come to me when they're looking to become the obvious choice in their industry. And they're looking to stand out and create really epic, cool marketing campaigns. So that's why people come to me. That's who I am in a nutshell. I'm the girl you come to when you want to become the obvious choice, build an uncloned brand, and learn how to launch profitable marketing campaigns. Okay. I've written multiple books. I have my most recent book. Let me pull it out. Probably should have had that already. But I have my book, Uncloned Marketing, How to Challenge the Norms for Profitable Marketing Campaigns. I have Are You Ready for the Yes? How to prep your personal brand for lucrative opportunities. And then I also have Uncloned Life, 7 epic unrules for owning your shit. So if you all want to grab any of those books, you can head over to audriarichmond.shop and then go from there. Okay. Yeah, I realize it's covering that up. So we're going to get back to the other things here. Let's see if this show up good. That's not showing up how I want to either. So we're just going to have to do this old school. We got to do this old school. I'm going to bring up some other things here in a moment, but apparently my little tech situation ain't working how I want it to be working. You know what I'm saying? It ain't working how I want it to be working, but it's all good. We're going to get into that. Can you explain the launching opportunity hour? Absolutely. We're going to get into that. So I'm going to go over 10 ways. Hopefully y'all got notes. Hopefully y'all taking notes. That's what I really hope. I hope that you didn't come here note list, right? I hope you're going to be taking notes because we're going to be going over a lot of things. One thing about Instagram, sometimes it saves a live stream, sometimes it doesn't. But what I don't want you to do is be on the other side of that thing where, you're not taking notes and you miss out, right? So we sell notebooks just in case you want to take notes in style. We have the I'm Rich with Creative Ideas notebook. We have UnCloned and Unbothered. We have Think Unclone. And we have our UnCloned Classic Signature Notebook. So if you want to get any of those notebooks, you can head over to audriarichmond.shop and buy one or buy them all. Totally up to you. So let's get into it. So today we're going to be talking about 10 ways you can market your business free and inexpensively. Okay. All right. I stopped making my wigs to get these gems. Hey, let's get this knowledge. What I don't want to do is I don't want you all to come into the new year thinking that you have to spend so much money in order to get on. Right. What made me want to do this live stream, someone in my community was asking me hey, should I go and start a fund in order to get some money to really grow my business? And I am a person who pretty much built my business without needing a lot of capital and or getting money from other people. Right. And so what I mean by that is every sale that I got, I took a little bit and invested in the business. Every little money that I got, I spent a little bit of money and invested back into the business. So I don't want you all to think that you need to go out and get some massive loan to accelerate. And also, sometimes it can be detrimental to you. And what I mean by that is let's say somebody give you 100,000, right? Here you go, 100,000. How would you spend it? Would you even know what to invest in or how you would even go about it? You hear so many companies who get, startup funds and startup capital and 2 years later out of business, right? Because having money is not the only thing, right? I feel like when people are trying to, get money, it's not necessarily about the money, right? It's two things that people are lacking, in my opinion, that is stopping them from really growing to new heights. Those two things. Number one is most people aren't making time. That's just that on that. A lot of people are not dedicating the time and energy that is required to grow a brand. You're looking at 13 years in the making. Okay. I've been doing this thing since 2008. I don't know. What is it? 14, 13 years. Let's see. That's what we're at in 2022. Take away 2008. I've been at this thing 14 years. Right. So what you see right now is 14 years in the making, right? So I think that a lot of the times when people see me, they think that oh, I want to do everything you're doing. I'm just now getting to a place where I can spend $100,000 on a campaign or $100,000 on a project. There was time where I couldn't spend shit but time. You know what I mean? I didn't have the liberty to pay someone to help me. I couldn't, I was the graphic designer. I was the copywriter. I was the admin, the customer service rep, the person who was, responding to support tickets and onboarding people. I was the person who was creating my own slide decks and all of those things. And what I hear a lot of the time online is that a lot of successful people who now have teams don't really understand where their community is in the process, right? Because a lot of the times people are always saying that oh, you need to hire a team, you need to hire a team, you need to hire a team. And they don't really realize that a lot of people who are following them sometimes are not in a position to be able to do that. Now, I do believe that there comes a time where you do need to invest and you do need to know when to let go of certain tasks, especially if it's not in your wheelhouse. But I also know that a lot of people aren't being transparent with their community when it comes to how they're getting things done, right? So it's easy to be oh, I just dropped 50 ebooks when you got a whole goddamn copywriting team, a graphic designer team, and you have so much leverage, right? So when you have so much leverage, it's extremely easy to scale your business. When you got money, it's easy to scale your business, right? And so there's two things. I just spoke to one, right? So one of them is time. Most people aren't going to put the time and energy and effort, right? When you don't have money, all you have is time. Okay? You can't, it's not A and B. You know what I mean? It can't be time and money. You got to choose. You don't have time. You don't have money. you got time. You don't have time, you got to have money. It can't be both. You cannot be zero on both. Something has to give. You're going to have to sacrifice something. And it's going to be one of those things where it's super important that you understand that as you begin to grow your business, right? It's so much bad information out there when it comes to growing a business. A lot of people are teaching stuff that's not accurate or realistic to where people are in the process. And so I think it's important that like you cannot be negative on both sides. So that was number one, time. The second thing is skill. Okay. The second thing is skill. Now I understand. I guess you could say I didn't realize how much of an advantage I had. And I don't feel no kind of way about it. Like I would meet people. Okay. I would meet people and they would be like, you know, you're a graphic designer, you're a photographer. Of course your stuff can look great. Right. And it was kind of shady how people would come at me like that. But I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, my dude, like I legit set my ass down and learn Photoshop. I learned InDesign. I would sit up and buy courses and classes, and I'm self-taught. A lot of people don't know that. I'm self-taught. I didn't go to school for shit that you see me do, right? And so a lot of the times when people meet me and they realize how many skills I have and how I really don't have to outsource a lot of stuff if I don't want to, it's a lot of hate that goes into that because people who don't have those skills tend to think that like, oh, well, you have an advantage. I don't know how to design. You do. I got to go find a designer every time I want something. Well, that's something you haven't prioritized or give a fuck about. That's what that is. Like if you don't want to learn graphic design, then you need to go find you a designer. If you don't want to learn copy, then you need to go find you a copywriter. And that requires what we just talked about. You either got time or money. You know what I mean? Like I see a lot of people, you know, making excuses around what skills they don't have. And they're using it as a clutch to be able to say, not clutch, but crutch to be able to say like, oh, well, you know, I don't have these things, so I'm not going to do it. I don't know how to do those things, so I'm going to look janky. And the truth is, you know, at this point in time in the game, if you've been doing this shit for however long you've been doing it, and this is 2022, there's too many tools and resources to win. I was just talking to my homegirl about this last night and her husband, and we were out having dinner and we was talking about like, you know, if you all are like, not where you want to be, it's by choice because there's too many free tools, too many free resources, too many free things. Like I didn't have a fraction of this shit when I got started. A fraction. I didn't have Canva. I had to learn Photoshop. I didn't have, I couldn't just go live and attract customers. I had to literally go network and go meet with people and do all of the other shit, right? That a lot of people take advantage of. I wasn't, you know, TikTok. It wasn't back then. You couldn't just do a TikTok and then go viral. You know what I mean? Or do a reel and get on. You know what I mean? It couldn't be, you know, you didn't have all of the different all of the different things that we all have access to now. So when I see people complaining about not being where they want to be, all I hear is excuses. All I hear is BS, right? So I don't care what your situation is. It's somebody with your exact situation winning, period, in the world, always. So no one situation is so tough and so bad that you can't do what you got time to do. You know what I mean? And then the other thing is, and this is another thing. Sometimes you all are overwhelmed because your vision is too big for you. I'm just being honest with you. Some of you all are overwhelmed because your vision is too big for you. You're thinking so big and you don't have the mental or physical capacity to fulfill your vision. So because of that, you're overwhelmed with it. You know what I mean? Because of that, you're so overwhelmed with your own vision. You're telling yourself like, oh, I want to build, I want to write a book. I want to build my speaking business. I want to build a website. I want to be known. I want to make millions of dollars. That's a big ass vision, right? And when you go to start, putting that vision into place, you literally be like, holy shit, like this is a lot. I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't ready. You know what I mean? I wasn't ready for this, right? I didn't know it was going to be like this. So it's crazy to me because whenever I'm working with people and they tell me, hey, I want to do a virtual conference, I'm going to give you the checklist. I'm going to tell you everything you want to do. Some people come to me and be like, I want to publish a product. I'm going to tell you what you need to do. You're going to come to me and say, hey, I want to learn how to launch a group coaching program. I'm going to tell you what you need to do. I want to learn how to make my first 6-figure month. I'm going to show you what you need to do. But oftentimes, right? Oftentimes, what you ask for is not met with the things that you need to do that's required, right? And so it's nothing wrong with having multiple things that you want to do, but you need to stop getting upset, frustrated with the process and the journey, right? So again, when we talk about how do you get to your next level, especially if you don't have the finances, you got to have time and implement and then become a person with skill, right? I feel like a lot of people don't have high income skills, right? If you're going to run an online business, you need to know how to write copy. You just have to. Copy is everywhere. Copy is in your emails, and we're talking about words, okay? Copywriting, right? You have to learn how to write copy. So copy is in your emails. Copy is in your captions. Copy is in your pitches when you're pitching out people. Copy is going to be in your programs, your brochures. Copy is going to be in your product descriptions on your e-commerce site. You cannot afford to not know how to write compelling copy to get people to want to buy your stuff, right? If that's not a skill set, then go holler at my homegirl at wordstylist.com. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where you cannot be in this space and not have certain skills. That whole idea of like, I don't know how to use automation. I don't know what a funnel is. Look, you want to tap into this world, you're going to have to learn it. And honestly, nobody cares about your excuse or what you don't like or how complicated the tool is and stuff like that. And a lot of the times I be wanting to answer a lot of questions around, tech and automation and things like that. But the truth is, a lot of people get so overwhelmed with that. They get so overwhelmed with the process that they just quit. They just quit. You talking about you want to make money in your sleep. Your ass need to learn how to make a funnel. You need to know how to create a compelling sales process. You have to know how to create dope offers. You can't say, I want to learn how to make money in my sleep, and then you over here still manually sending emails to your customers when people buy something, right? It's crazy. It is crazy to me. BAAB writing here on Instagram. Can someone tag April Beverly? Thank you. Focus to get fit, right? I think that when we're talking about making money online, you cannot be in this space and be ignorant to the process, right? Because what end up happening is you're going to begin to overwork yourself and all of those things. Take the time to learn the skill. I promise you, when you learn how to write compelling copy, when you learn how to create content that makes people want to buy what you have, when you learn how to create offers that people want to buy and they're throwing their wallet at you, I think it's super duper important that once you learn those skills, you can make money when you feel like it, right? How many of y'all want to get to a place when you can make money when you feel like it? You can literally wake up and be like, oh, I want to make a funnel, so you make a funnel. Oh, I want to make a digital product, and you make a digital product. Oh, I want to create a quick little presentation so I can tell people about what I have to sell, and I want to be able to sell my stuff on demand. Oh, I want to learn. I need to go ahead and put up 3 digital products because I want to make $50,000 this week. That shit is possible, but it's not possible if you're not willing to acquire the skills or invest in yourself. You get what I'm saying? And so oftentimes, again, when I hear a lot of people complaining, I be like, man, honestly, making money online is extremely easy. It is. It's so easy. However, you cannot be skillless in this space, and you cannot say you don't have time in this space. If you're time poor and you don't have the money to invest, then you might want to reconsider if this is something you really want to do. Because with this type of work, sacrifice is required. I'm just now getting to a place in my business where I actually feel the ease of all of the systems that I put in place, right? I'm literally just at that place where I'm like, damn, I made such and such money this week. That was easy. Whew. I'm still selling my books and my book bundles. Like, I wrote this book in 2017, wrote this book in 2017, wrote this book in 2020. I'm still making money off my assets, right? I'm still making money off my assets. I have courses and digital products in my shop that I made in 2019 when I first created my shop, and it's still selling to this day. It feels good to sit behind the scenes and make money off of the skills that I have acquired. So I think it's important that you all understand that if you're going to make money in this space, there's going to be a time in your career where you're going to have to sit your ass down and make the assets, period. You're going to have to write the book. You're going to have to create the digital product. You're going to have to learn how to record content. You're going to have to get over the scare of being on camera. You're going to have to get over all of those things because no one is coming to save you. No one cares if you're successful. That's just facts. No one cares. No one is sitting around rooting for you, wanting you to be successful when you get frustrated. I cannot stand a person with excuses. I can't. And I'm going to tell you, I got sick of my own excuses. That's why I've been working out every day. I got sick of my own goddamn excuses. That's why I kept on saying, well, I ain't got time to work out. I got to work on my clients. I got to do this. I got to go make this thing. I got to go make this product. I got to go do this. Everything was a priority except my health, right? Everything around me. And I got sick of my own goddamn excuses. I was like, nope. Your ass gonna dedicate 15 minutes or more every single day to your goddamn body. You're going to commit to that, right? Because me sitting around and complaining and doing all of that ain't gonna do shit. That ain't gonna do shit. So you can get to a point where you can just keep on hearing yourself. And this is something that I was telling my homegirl today, right? Nobody cares if you are tired or frustrated or mad. Like, no one gives a fuck. They don't. People are sitting over here making money, getting it in. And so for every doubtful person, there's another person out here getting this bread, right? It is so easy, okay? It is so easy to make money. It is so easy, right? And if you're not making money, you might want to revisit what you're selling and who you're selling it to. And are you doing what you need to do to build your audience? Okay. So now we're going to get into the 10 ways to market your business online that are free and inexpensively. Okay. That are inexpensive. That's what I meant to say. That are free or inexpensive. We're going to get into those. So really quick, before we get into that, I do want to highlight our bestsellers, right? Before we get into that, I do want to highlight our bestsellers. Also, thank you so much if you purchase a badge. I truly appreciate it. It means the world to me. But if this is your first time tuning in, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Audria Richmond. I'm a marketing and launch strategist. I work directly with my clients to teach them how to build uncloned brands and launch profitable marketing campaigns. I am the girl you come to when you want to become the obvious choice in your industry and you want to learn how to make money on demand. I'm also the author of UnCloned Marketing, which is a book all about marketing and marketing campaigns. I wrote a book on personal branding, which is called Are You Ready for the Yes? How to Prep Your Personal Brand for Lucrative Opportunities. And I'm also the author of UnCloned Life, which is a book all about personal development and getting to a place in your life where you're not living by societal norms and you're able to build a life and brand that you are proud of. So if you would like to grab any of these books, you can head over to AudriaRichmond.shop and grab the book bundle. That is what this is called. It's the it's the Audria Richmond book bundle inside of our online shop. Okay. Also, I do want to let you know that if you want to take notes in style, you can learn more about our notebook bundle. We have 4 different notebooks that I showed you earlier. We have Think Uncloned. We have Uncloned and Unbothered. We have Unrich with Creative Ideas. And then we have UnCloned. So if you would like to grab those as well, you can head over to AudriaRichmond.shop. Also, again, if you are purchasing badges, thank you. I truly appreciate that. That means the world to me. So let's get into the rest of this content. Okay. So number 1, right? Again, we're going to go over 10 ways to market your business online that are free or inexpensive. Number 1, create and post content on social media. Okay. Create and post content on social media. Now, if content is not your jam, if you're not a fan of creating content is one of those things where it's free to do, right? If you have a more of a professional audience, you should be on LinkedIn. If you have, if you're on like you can make stuff on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. There's so many places to create content. So number one, create and post content on social media. I'm not going to get into the logistics around what type of content converts better, all of those things. If you would like to tap into that, I highly recommend you get our UnCloned content system. Our UnCloned content system is a system that is brand new. It's in the pre-order phase. It's currently on sale. But with this system, it comes with a course, a planner, and we teach you how to create content that converts and sells your products and services. So if you would like to learn more about that UnCloned marketing system, you can head over to Audria Richmond .shop. Okay. All right. The next thing, live streaming, right? We're live streaming right now. Let me tell you this. Okay. How many of you all have never did a live stream? Just put me in the chat. How many of you all have never done a live stream? Just put me in the chat. I want to know who hasn't taken advantage of this amazing opportunity, right? How many of you all have not taken advantage of this amazing opportunity? We're in a time, okay? We're in a time where you can hit a button and go live and have an audience. Like, I don't want you all to get caught up in the how many people, right? Because a lot of people think about that and no, don't go live, okay? Excuse me. A lot of people think about that and then they just don't go live. Let me tell you this, okay? Let me tell you this. Live streaming, by far, is the number one strategy that generates the most income in my business. Okay? That should be enough to be like, hell yeah, I'm finna go live stream, right? I have generated mastermind clients upwards of 25K or more. I have generated clients at the low ticket price points of people buying my books and notebooks. I have generated income from people buying our UnCloned marketing systems. I have secured speaking engagements from going live. I have generated community and fans and new friends from live streaming. I'm able to get to know my community. So the number one way that I generate income in our organization, okay? There's a lot of other stuff that we do, but live streaming takes the cake, right? Live streaming by far takes the cake. You can literally go live at any given time and have an audience. Right now, there's 140 people, 142, 43, keeps going up and down, right? You all have the ability to tag people and tell them to come and check out this live stream. That's a new audience. If those people like me, they get to follow me and engage with me and come to my next live. And then when they come, they're going to invite some more people. And then when they come, they're going to invite some more people. And then when you get where I'm going with this, right? You can go live every day. How many of you all have seen people go live and they ain't doing shit? I guarantee you those people making money. And if they're not making money, they're building community. See, a lot of people think that going live is just a money play. Every time I go live, I cultivate a better connection with my community. Every time I go live, I'm building up a relationship with my community. It's not always about money, right? And so when you go live, it's more than just making money. It's about connection. It's about being relatable. It's about being honest and transparent with your community, right? So a lot of the times you see some people, they go live and they not doing shit, okay? And people will show up. So honestly, if you're thinking about like, how often should I go live? You should go live as much as you can. It's your audience, your real people, the people who fuck with you, they will never get sick or tired of seeing you go live. I have never been live too much. That's not a thing. That is not a thing. If you want to go live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like you want to go live every day, go live every day. You want to go live 2-3 times a day, go live 2-3 times a day. Go live. And you know, if you get to a point where people are sick of you going live, that's on them. Fuck them folks. It's literally your community want to see you go live, period. You need to be on these folks' neck going live, okay? I already talked about this before. We already talked about why you need to be relentless in 2022. We already talked about that, right? We already talked about that. I need you to get to a place where you're going to smack that goddamn live button soon, like literally, okay? I literally am Y'all want to know how I got the content tonight? Y'all want to know how I got the content tonight? I'm going to tell you how I got the content tonight. I was asked to speak for a organization here in Atlanta. Okay. And I said, I think I literally pulled one section from my entire presentation, my speaking presentation. I'm repurposing that content and teaching it live. I'm giving it more context. I'm giving it more personality. I'm integrating and showing you what it is that I'm offering and how I can help you, right? That's what I'm doing right now. I'm literally repurposing a presentation that I did last year. Okay? Some of you all are just not hearing this information for the first time, and some of you all probably watched that presentation and know what I'm talking about, right? Like, I need you all to get to it. And then this is another thing, right? You all need to get comfortable with reteaching the same shit, okay? You all need to get comfortable with reteaching the same shit. Why am I saying that, right? Why is that important? Because there's always going to be someone that has never heard of you when you go live. I have yet to do a live stream where every single person on the live stream didn't know who I was. Like, who knew who I was. Like, every time I go live, there's someone here who has never been on my live stream. This is their first interaction, their first encounter with me, right? Just put me in the chat if this is your first time on my live stream. Okay, you never heard of me. You don't even know who the hell I am. You just got tagged in, or you just saw that I was live and you tapped in, right? Just put me in the chat if that's you. You all keep forgetting that people are, one thing about Instagram, okay? One thing about Instagram is a discovery platform, right? All right. Instagram is a discovery platform. What does that mean? That means that at any given time, you can be discovered by new people. Okay. That means that at any given time, you can be discovered by new people. You are not new, Calvin. That's my husband. If y'all like, who is Calvin Richmond? That's my husband. But like, look, you all have to get to a place where you understand, right? You have to understand that, like, people, you still got to introduce yourself. So stop coming on live thinking everybody know who you are. We don't know who you are. Stop assuming that everybody who come on your live know what you sell. Sell your shit. Like, quit assuming that, right? So you have to get to a place where when you go live, you're introducing yourself. You telling people how to work with you. You telling people what you have to offer, right? I'm getting new followers every single day. Okay? Every single day, one of those new followers gonna get on my live and be like, oh, I followed her from her feed, but I really like her now. Let me go to her website and see what she got going on. Okay. Yeah, she dope. Okay. Let me go ahead and get that book bundle. Like, oh, let me go ahead and get that system. She got systems on her site. Okay, let me get in there. You know what? I got a question. Let me send her a DM real quick because I'm thinking about buying all her systems. That shit happens on a daily. So think about how that adds up over time, right? Think about how that adds up over time, right? Like if you every single day you got new people going to your site every single day, right? Every day somebody discover you. Every single day somebody's going to tag someone. Every single day someone's going to save your stuff. Every single day someone is going to tag someone on your actual Instagram post. Every single day you're going to get a new fan. Every single day someone is going to fall in love with you and fall out of love with you. That is the nature of marketing, right? That's why you have to be consistent. So if I haven't convinced you yet on why you should live stream, you should be live streaming, okay? I don't really care which platform. You can go live on LinkedIn. You can go live on YouTube. You can go live on Facebook, and you can go live on Instagram. You can go live on TikTok. You can go live on Twitter. Okay. And you can do audio rooms on Clubhouse, and you can do audio rooms on, what's that shit called? The Green Room. I think that's what it's called. And then you can also do audio rooms on Twitter called Spaces. There's no reason. Okay. There's no reason why you should not be live streaming. Okay? It's absolutely free. If you got time, your community got time. Show up. What they say, pull up. Pull up on your live stream, okay? And let people know what the hell you got, who you are, and sell your shit. And that's another thing. I'm sick of these goddamn content gurus who telling y'all add value. Add value. Don't sell. Don't sell. Just sell. Just sell one time a week. Don't oversell. Don't oversell. I'm sick of them goddamn people. I'm being 100 with you because I'm seeing so many broke entrepreneurs listening to this trash ass advice, and you got something to sell, and you over there on your live stream or on your computer, scared as shit to sell your stuff. Like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I think I should tell them about my perfume and my hair products and my new coaching service and my program. I think I should do that. And then you hear somebody dusty ass in the Instagram feed talking about add value. Don't sell. Don't sell. Don't sell. That's bullshit. Okay? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? That's bullshit. Okay? Like, sell your shit. Okay? Sell your shit. Did y'all get that? Okay? I just tap in. Y'all in? Y'all in, right? Okay, cool. Woo! Because, let me say this. If you are a profitable organization, you should be making money every single day in your business. I literally just did a live stream on this. I want to say yesterday, day before yesterday. Like, Amazon makes money every fucking second. Okay? Matter of fact, let's Google this. How much money does Amazon makes every second? Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Amazon makes $7,300 every single second. I don't know how old this article is, but it may be dated or not. But let's just assume that's what it is, right? Amazon makes $7,300 every single second. Second, y'all. Second. $7,300 every single second. Okay, like every second. Just rain on me. Okay? How much money have you made in the last couple of seconds? Let me know in the chat. I'm curious. Are you all making money every single second? I want to know. Cal said bands will make them dance. I just want to know. Have you made money every single second? I just want to know. I just want to know. Did y'all, tap in. Let me know. Pull up on me. Okay? Have y'all made any money the past couple seconds? I'm just saying. So when you be like, ooh, I want to be as big as Amazon. I want to be as grand as Apple. I want to be big like these companies. Your ass need to get used to selling. You need to have something to sell, and you need to be on these folks' necks, and you need to be relentless, right? Quit apologizing or making excuses on why you are not selling, okay? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these content gurus telling y'all that shit. I really am. Because I'm thinking to myself, like, who made you like this? I'm thinking to myself, like, who made you like this? Like, get out of here. Y'all cannot afford to not post. You cannot afford to tell people to not buy your stuff. You cannot afford to do that. Okay? Okay. Whew. Number three. Number three, host Clubhouse rooms to discuss how to serve your clients and customers. Okay. Host Clubhouse rooms, okay, to discuss how to serve your clients and customers. Clubhouse is still lit. I know it's a lot of scammers over there. Okay. No worries, but you shouldn't be focused on them. You should not be focused on how trash they are. You should be focused on how dope your rooms are going to be. You should be focused on how you're going to create your content. Yes, we're only on number 3 out of 10. I'm about to pick up the pace. Okay, I got time. I got time. All right. So you know, you want to get to a place where you are hosting clubhouse rooms to discuss how you serve clients and customers and educate. Okay. So make sure you're doing that. So that was number 3, hosting clubhouse rooms. Again, forget the people over there that's scamming folks, doing crazy rooms, talking about dumb shit. Forget that, right? Clubhouse is still popping. People are still over there making money. Okay. So that's number 3. Number 4, we actually have a system for this next one. So you need to be pitching yourself. We call it opportunity hour. Okay. We call it opportunity hour. You need to pitch yourself for 1 hour every day to a brand that doesn't know about you and let them know what you offer and sell. Okay. That's something you can do every single day. We have an entire system where we teach you our process. It's called the opportunity hour system. If you want to grab that, you can head over to Audria Richmond .shop. But basically the opportunity hour process or system is where you dedicate 1 hour every day to pitch yourself to a brand that doesn't know you. Okay. Think about how many opportunities you would create every single day if you dedicated 1 hour to promoting your brand, product, or service to someone or a company that doesn't know you exist. Period. Right? This means that you don't have to wait on the algorithm. You don't have to wait on any of these other platforms. You literally could just pitch yourself, find somebody who can buy your products in bulk, buy your stuff and services. Maybe you can go and get you some wholesale partners. Maybe you should you can pitch some licensing deals. Maybe you can pitch yourself for speaking. Literally dedicate 1 hour every day creating opportunity for your business. That's something that you all can do. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything. You want to learn our process and or how to put someone in place to do that for you, then grab our opportunity hour system. You can do so by going to audriarichmond.shop and grabbing that system. Okay. All right. Where we at? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Number 4. That was number 4. Number 5. Okay. Number 5. Run sales events, promotions to drive traffic to your business. Right. All right. Run sales events and promotions to drive traffic to your business. So how many of you all have hosted a promotion or some type of sale? We're currently in launch mode right now, right? We started our campaign on December the 5th, and our campaign is going to run to the end of March. So we are literally in a marketing campaign right now. And if you don't know how to launch, if you don't know how to do marketing campaigns, we have a few options for you. Okay. The first option for you is to grab my book, UnCloned Marketing. We teach you how to launch. We teach you how to do uncloned marketing, how to stand out. So grab this book. You can head over to audriarichmond.shop and grab my book. And if you want to take it up a notch and you want some coaching, you want some help, you want some support, you want to be able to be led, and you want to know our process, my signature process for how we launch, then I highly recommend our UnCloned Launch System. Our UnCloned Launch System comes with our launch planner that has over 400 pages. We go over our exact process on how to launch. It comes with the launch planner. It comes with the course, and it comes with a community. And all of our systems are still on sale. Okay. All of our UnCloned marketing systems are still on sale. So if you're thinking to yourself, like, I don't know if I need that, it's already on sale. Okay. Our UnCloned launch system comes with our launch planner. It comes with our Facebook community. It comes with a course. And literally, I'm going to be walking you through my proven process that has made me millions at this point on how to launch profitable marketing campaigns. I'm going to teach you everything I know. We're going to teach you advanced strategies, and we're going to teach you beginner strategies. So beginner and advanced, it doesn't matter if you are a 7-figure earner or if you are just getting started. I'm going to teach you my launch process step by step. So I highly recommend you go and check out our launch systems, our UnCloned marketing systems. So the launch system is what we're talking about right now. Okay. And that is in relationship to number 5, which is what we talked about, is running sales events, promotions to drive traffic. If you don't know how to launch sales events, promotions, marketing campaigns, the launch systems is where it's at. Okay. All right. The next one. Okay. This is my favorite, and it's also the least liked. And I won't say least liked, but a lot of people are going to hear this and be like, I don't know how to do that. Like, just be open to what I'm saying, okay? Just be open. That's all I'm saying. Number 6, learn marketing automation and create an automated way to convert sales, okay? Learn marketing automation and create an automated way to convert sales. So when you all are going to audriarichmond.shop and you're buying a digital product, that's instant. I set it up, months ago or years ago, depending on which product it is. It's literally, automated. You buy it, you get it. I don't have to talk to you. You got your thing. I got my money. We good, right? Or it could be you've automated your application process, or people come to your site and it's easy to pick what they want, add to cart, and check out, right? So when we talk about automation, we have an automated email that goes out to everyone who has purchased a system. Soon as you purchase a system, you get a welcome email. They say, hey, here go the upcoming calls. Here go all of the upcoming free workshops that you get for pre-ordering. This is how you access the pop-up Facebook group. That's all automated. I set that up a long time ago. If you all were to request our free 4-day challenge and you're going to get a course of like 7 emails over a couple of days, that's all automated. You have to learn automation if you want to get to a place where your business is growing and scaling in a way that you feel comfortable with. Like, you don't want to be sitting over here getting a sale or selling an ebook and you over here manually emailing them through Gmail. If that is you, stop it. Okay? Literally stop it. If you are selling ebooks or anything digital for that matter, and you are manually emailing your clients and customers, you are not going to scale, my friend. You're not going to scale. Because what if you get 200 customers, 300 customers, 400 customers, and they buy your thing? You're not going to sit here and just manually email 400 people. And if you are doing that, please stop. You got to learn how to automatically deliver digital products and services and courses. You have to learn automation, period. Right? You got automated emails, automatic way for people to get their courses, automatic way for people to download their digital products. Like, do not be that person in 2022 who is manually sending people stuff because you don't want to learn it, or you think it's too advanced, or you think it's not for you, or better yet, the tool costs too much. I done heard that dumb shit too. Oh, the tools cost too much. I don't want to spend that on a tool. What? What that, like that dude did, like the basketball player. What? I be like, what? What are you talking about? There's no tool. There's no automation tool that is too expensive. We're talking about replacing your time. You don't get your time back. What are you talking about? You do not get your time back. So if you over here trying to be cheap and you over here manually sending stuff because you don't want to pay for Klaviyo, or you don't want to pay for Kartra, or you don't want to pay for whatever fill in the blank automation tool because you think it's quote unquote too expensive. You know what's more expensive? Wasting your damn time. That's what's more expensive. That is what's more expensive. Okay? Wasting your time. All right? So that was number 6. Number 7. Okay? Number 7. Create digital products you can sell online. Okay? Create digital products that you can sell online. Okay? Now, I know regardless of what you sell, you can make a digital product. Okay? Regardless of what you sell, you can make a digital product. You need some ideas? Buy our UnCloned offer system. We got 45 ideas in there that's ready to go. All you got to do is name, price, and sell it. Right? Or if you want to come up with want me to show you how to think unclone and approach your marketing, then we can go from that, right? So that was number 7. Create digital products that you can sell. You don't know how to create digital products, you need to have uncloned offers. I'm going to teach you. Okay? All right. The next one, create physical products that you can leverage, right? Create physical products that you can leverage. All right? So this could be books. This could be notebooks, okay? Let me show you this. I'm going to show you a few products that you can sell and give you some options, okay? Let me go from here. All right. So you can do a book. There you go. You can do a book. Take a little time, but you can write a book. There's a physical product. Boom. Another physical product. Notebook. Dope cover. Ain't shit on the inside but lines. Okay? Anybody can make a notebook. Just saying. Dope cover and shit on the inside. Another thing. And you don't have to know how to design, y'all. You literally can pay a graphic designer to help you. We have our Publishing Like a Pro workbook that comes with our course, right? Literally. It's all of the content that goes with the course. Okay. What else can you sell? If you want to sell, I buy this from Billy. I don't know what the hell I pay for this. I think I paid, I want to say $8, $10 for this. Every time I order this, I love this. I just bought some pens. Y'all, it's too much shit that y'all can sell. Real talk. You can sell shit on demand. You can go buy it in bulk. It doesn't matter. Okay. I think it's cool to have physical and digital. Okay. I think it's cool to have physical and digital. You notice that I said digital is a way you can make money. Physical is a way you can make money. There is no pro and con to either. Yes, there's pros and cons to both of those. However, it's beauty in having both. We're talking about diversity in income. We're talking about diversity in money. I love that people can come to my shop and buy, some physical notebooks or buy my books, right? Think about this. Now, I've developed these products, obviously, over time, right? I've developed these products over time. And so some people come and buy one. Sometimes people come and buy them all. I love that I have options. I just love that. I love that I have options. So you don't want to get to a place where you're just don't have nothing to sell. Okay. There's too many things you can sell, online or offline. Okay. The next one, host free Zoom webinars to connect with your community and audience. So a lot of the times people think that if you do something for free, that, I ain't making no money. I ain't doing nothing for free. Ain't shit wrong for free. Okay. I'm sick of people complaining about doing free webinars or free workshops or whatever. People are just anti-free. And people don't realize that free is a connection builder. Free is a way for you to introduce your brand. Free is a way for people to learn about you. Now, sometimes you can be doing too much free, but there's nothing wrong with hosting a private Zoom webinar or private workshop and connecting with your community and then upselling or telling people what you have to offer. A lot of the times when people are connecting with you, it gives them an opportunity to be able to learn more about you and your brand. Okay. And then the last one, this is a little bit more advanced. Number 9 is host free Zoom webinars to connect with your community and audience, right? And then the last one is partner with people who can connect you with their community and to expand your reach, okay? Excuse me one second. Okay, partner with people who can connect you with their community to expand your reach, right? So this one is not as easy, but it is possible. A lot of the times people don't want to partner with people unless they have some momentum, but hey, it doesn't hurt to ask, okay? Okay, my problem is manufacturers with high MOQs. I don't want 4,000 products yet. You might have to find an alternative, right? Or you might have to learn how to pre-sell your, how to position your samples in order to sell and go from there. We teach that in UnCloned offers on how to do beta profits, how to launch, so you can have the funding to do your thing. So you might have to kind of play around and do something else in the meantime. Okay. So we're going to go into Q&A. Okay. Let's go into Q&A. If you have a question, use the Q&A box, please. If you have a question, use the Q&A box. Before we get into Q&A, I do want to go over our new UnCloned marketing systems really quick. We're going to go over those one more time for the one time. So we have the UnCloned launch system. Okay. We have the UnCloned. If you have a question, use the Q&A box. There's a Q&A box here that you can use and put your question in. Okay. So that will allow me to be able to see. Okay. Let me do a recap real quick. Number 1, create and post content on social media. Number 1, create and post content on social media. Number 2, live stream on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You still got Twitter, Twitch, all of these other platforms. Number 3, host clubhouse rooms to discuss how you serve your clients and customers. The next one, pitch yourself for 1 hour every day to a brand that doesn't know about you and let them know how you can help. The next one, run sales events and promotions to drive traffic to your business. The next one, learn marketing automation and create an automatic way to convert sales. The next one, create digital products you can sell online. The next one, create physical products you can leverage, where you can leverage your impact and reach. The next one, host free Zoom webinars to connect with your community and upsell them into your products and services. And the last one is partner with people who can connect you with their community to expand your reach. Okay, so there you have it, folks. Thank you to everyone who has purchased a badge. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. So I want to go over our new UnCloned marketing systems. Okay. We have 4 new UnCloned marketing systems that is designed, that we recently just released, that is still doing a pre-order phase, and they're currently on sale. I want to go over the systems because some of you all may be new to me and you may not already own a system, or you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. So our UnCloned marketing systems is a way for us to teach you our tactics and marketing strategies and things like that. Okay. And we have 4 different systems, and you can get one or you can get them all. They're all are on sale. Okay. So when you go to the site and you see the systems, don't think that like, oh, I'm gonna wait. They're on sale already. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna wait till it's cheaper. They're already on sale. Oh, I'm gonna wait till it go on sale. They never going on sale after pre-order. Okay. Literally. I'm being 100 with you. So if you like my community that's new, that's already know me, they know I'm not bluffing. When the sale is over, the sale is over. So if you don't tap in and grab your system and you wait, cool. You just going to give me more money, which I'm cool with that too. So if you want a system, they're all already on sale. You can head over to audriarichmond.shop and grab your system. Let me also say this to everyone who already own a system. If you already own a system, and let's say you only purchased 1 or you only purchased 2, and you have the intent of coming back, this also applies to you. They're already on sale. So if you're waiting to get the launch system on down the road, you're probably going to pay the whatever the higher price is. I don't want to date the content with the price points, but just know it's already on sale. So even if you already own a system, maybe you only purchased 1 or 2, just know if you ever want to come back and get the others, depending on when you come back, they may or may not already be on sale. So if if you only bought 1, you might well go and tap in and get the other ones. They're already on sale. So the UnCloned Launch System is our system designed to show you step by step how to launch profitable marketing campaigns. If you're interested in that system, if you've ever wanted to work with me to show you how to launch your products, services, courses, programs, events, or whatever, then I highly recommend you go and grab our UnCloned launch systems. When I work with a client one-on-one in a VIP day setting, this is the exact process that I go through with my clients. So if you're interested in grabbing that system, you can head over to audriarichmond.shop. Okay. The next system is our offer system. Okay. If you don't know what to sell, if you don't know how to create high ticket offers, low ticket offers, if you don't know how to design group coaching programs, digital products, physical products, whatever the case may be, if you don't know how to come up with your entire product suite, if you don't know how to tie your marketing campaigns to your product suite, this is the system for you. In this program, we teach you how to create your annual plan, your product suite, your sales process, and we show you how to test your products in the marketplace before you go and spend so much money, right? And so this is called our UnCloned offer system. It's, the UnCloned offer system and the launch system is by far the 2 that I highly recommend, okay? The foundation of my work with all my clients, whether you're private or in a group setting, is based on my clients' offers and their launch process. That's probably what I work with my mastermind clients with the most, is what they're going to sell and how the hell they're going to sell it, right? So if you need help with what you're going to sell, whether you're creating something new, expanding your existing product suite, or whatever the case may be, you need the offer system. If you need help with how to sell it, you now created this $10,000 offer, $5,000 offer, or $10 product, or $20 product, and you now need to know how to sell it, then you need to get the launch system. So at the very least, get the offers and launch system at the very least. Okay. Let's see. All right. So let's go to the next one. The next one is our content system. So if you like the way I create content, if you've been looking at the way that I create content, my content strategy is definitely a way that generates income. Again, I already told you my viewpoints on that process. So if you want to learn how to create compelling content, if you want to learn a proper way on how to like the production side of content, as well as the tracking and measuring side of content, then I highly recommend our UnCloned content system. Also, if you are like, hey, you know, you talked about that opportunity hour thing. Can you show me how you pitch brands and all of that stuff, how you pitch people, how you present opportunities to other people? Then I highly recommend our opportunity hour system. So again, all of these systems are already on sale. Okay. They're not going to get any lower than what you see now. We do have limited quantities on all of our systems. And so if you know you want one, please do not wait. We have already sold 631 systems, right? That's 631 planners. We're going to have to pack and ship. That's 631 course access. You get what I'm saying? So get to a place where if you see these things and you want it, head over to audriarichmond.shop. Also, do you see how I am not making any excuses for selling my stuff? I have no shame in my game for selling my stuff. And so you should be the same way when you're on your content, when you're doing your live streams. You should be articulating what you have to offer, what the opportunities are, what the features and benefits are, and why people need it. Okay? So this is not the part of the live stream where you be like, oh my God, here she go. She's selling. If that's you, that's probably the reason why you're not making no money. And that's another thing. If you all are a hater of other people who are selling, it's probably why you're not making money. You need to get to a point where you are commending people for offering their thing or selling their thing. If you're that person that go and get people free shit and then exit left when they pitching and selling, that's people gonna do you like that. That's the same energy you putting out. So I just want to preface that because I see a lot of people do that. They'll literally go and hate on the next person for selling, and then they wonder why they ain't selling. Because you're a fucking hater. That's why. I'm just saying. Like, you know, you can't be around here hating on other people, and then you turn around and want to sell your thing, and then you get mad when nobody ain't buying your thing. The energy you put out is the energy you put in. So when I'm at the mall, I don't shit on the people who try to sell to me because that's their way of making a living. Some people are so goddamn rude to people who are selling to them. I don't understand. It's not a crime to sell your products and services. So you all need to be relentless. You don't need to apologize. If you have something to sell, tell people what you have to sell. Period. Okay? All right, so let's get into Q&A. All right, what do you think about free Facebook groups? That's a great question. What do I think about free Facebook groups? I believe they can work. They can work. I personally haven't had the best relationship with free Facebook groups, mainly because I think that sometimes the culture of Facebook groups can be good. Sometimes they can be bad. I can honestly say that all of my Facebook groups that I absolutely love are paid communities, right? I really, really, really like all of the paid communities that I'm in because it's a different vibe. Like in a free group, it's very like buy my stuff and in a way where it's like they're not adding value. Doesn't make sense. Like some people join groups with the intent of trying to get clients. Let me say this, because there's coaches that teach this. A lot of people who are in these free Facebook groups are using these groups to secretly cipher clients, if that makes sense. They're always posting like, you know, fake wins, or they're always trying to be the spotlight of attention. And it's kind of like a low level vibration tactic for marketing. I mean, it works, but I can just honestly say that like my paid Facebook groups is way better than some of the free Facebook groups that I've been a part of. I'm not saying that free Facebook groups don't work, because I am a part of free Facebook groups. I personally have found more value in paid Facebook groups because everybody intentions and vibe and aspects of that is a little bit different. Okay. That would be what I would say. What's a good on-demand service? I sell workout videos. On-demand would be workout videos. There's a guy here that's like in Atlanta. I think they call it stepping. Y'all know what I'm talking about, the little machine and you step left or right on it. What the hell y'all call that thing? It's like an aerobics steps. I think it's called stepping. I don't know. Anyway, it's a guy here in Atlanta who's like be killing it. And he sells online classes that people can take that don't live in Atlanta, and that gives people an opportunity who would have loved to go to their classes, be able to buy the class, right? I'm going to say this. If you're in fitness, right? Yeah, it's called stair step, but there you go. It's called stair step. Not stair step. It's called, is it stair step? Not stair step. Hip hop step. There you go. Extreme hip hop step. That's what it's called. Boom. So, like his whole page is like a whole vibe. Okay. So I really, really, really love that. So I would say if you're in the fitness space, this is one way you can stand out. How can you create your own fitness technique? Like Zumba is an example. Like Zumba is a technique someone created. Someone created Pilates. Someone, kind of re-innovated cycling and started doing the hip hop version of it. You have, Trap Yoga Bay. Like when you think about a lot of these different things, right? I think it's important that how can you come up with your own technique, your own spin on something that people already know, right? I think that's where a lot of people could develop their own IP and have a really cool positioning in the marketplace, is to come up with your own style of exercising that you can brand and like turn into a big thing. So that would be my recommendation. If you like a fitness person, I would try to figure out what kind of technique or framework or something that I can create that's kind of like unique to me, that, I can brand and trademark and like make a big deal out of it. Right. And get known for it. Let's see. What do you think about me selling pens that I made for business? There's nothing wrong with selling pens. Yes, that's his page. The person that said, I think his page is, yes, that's his page. So like, I think it's cool to sell whatever you want to sell. But like, let me say this. You don't know if it's going to sell until you tell people you have it. Right. I could say all day, sell pens, and then your community don't want pens from you, right? So the only way to kind of know whether or not you could, whether it's going to work or not, is to just do like a little, like a trial run of trying to, maybe do like a little mini marketing promotion or marketing campaign. See how your community respond. You don't get the response you want, you probably know pens ain't it. But you do got to give it enough time to catch some momentum. And it also depends on how focused you want to be on that, right? Babe, can you bring me my pens that I just purchased? I want to show them my new pens. Is paying for social media promotion worth it when you are first starting out? That's what I did. I did it when I first started out because a lot of people didn't know me, and I didn't want to sit around and wait on my friends to share my shit. That's just me. I realized early on that like some people just not going to share your stuff. They're not going to tag no one. It's going to be a small portion of your community who is going to tell people about what you have to offer. And so for me, I personally did not want to be on the sidelines waiting on somebody to promote my stuff. So for me, I run ads because I want to be in control of how people discover me or how people find me. If anyone has found me as a result of an ad, just put ad in the chat. If your first interaction with my brand was with an advertisement, just put ad in the chat. So is running ads worth it? Absolutely. Because I look at running ads like a billboard, right? That's how I look at advertising. It's a billboard. Hey, I'm Audria Richmond. Come and check me out. Da 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 da. Right? Thank you, babe. And so as a result of that, look at all these people who found me as a result of an ad. So hopefully that answers your question on whether or not you should run ads. Don't look at ads as something you have to pay for. Look at ads as a way of getting in front of new people who don't know you. How can even if you spent $5 a day, imagine if 100 new people know you, see you come across their screen. They ain't never heard of you. Boom, who is this person? That's why your profile has to be optimized, right? That's why your social media profile has to be optimized. When people, I run a lot of visit Instagram profile ads. And so when people come to visit my page, they're going to be like, damn, this girl lit. Follow. You don't want people to come to your page and be like, damn, I'm out. You know what I mean? Some people gonna come to my page and be like, nope, not my kind of person, and keep it moving. Like, I just look at running ads like a little billboard that you can control, create, and make and put in front of new people. That's how I look at that. So, do ads work? Absolutely. You know what I mean? So, there you go. All right, so let me go to the next one. Next question. Please, how to create an ebook for African dry foods stuff to my audience that should make sense. Hold on, what? How to create an ebook for African dry foods. Okay, I know who this is. Hey, how you doing? So, I actually went to your website. And when I went to your website, I seen all of these foods, and I didn't know how the hell to use them. And so I didn't see a need to buy it. I think a huge opportunity for you is to either create video tutorials that people can opt in and request on how to use your herbs and dry foods that you sell. Because if I go to your site and let's say I'm not African in the sense of like coming, from the foods you sell, and I don't know how to cook dry whatever you sell, then I don't see a need to be able to buy those things because I don't see it in action. So for you, a huge opportunity would be to be creating video content. You could be going live every day, showing people how to use different things. Why would they use it? What foods that they can use it in? You could cook and prepare it and show people how to use it. Because a lot of the times when you're selling stuff like seasoning and stuff like that, people need to know how to use it. And so your job is to make sure people know how to use every single product on your site, period. Because your assumption is people are going to come here and they're going to see, let's just say dry, whatever you sell. And you're going to assume that people know how to cook and prepare and use that. And they don't. So, and that's another thing. Marketing is about education. That's it. It's about educating people on what you have and how it can fix their problems. That's it. It's not, it shouldn't feel like some sleazy thing, right? Like, selling and marketing is all about education. How do I educate people on how to use my lipstick, right? How do I educate people on how to use my lip gloss? I know y'all might be thinking like, oh, this is dumb. Like, people should know. And that's why you're probably not making no money. People don't know. Quit assuming. One of the biggest issues that I see with people when it comes to marketing, people assume. Like women who sell bundles and hair, they assume people know how to install it. Because there is a portion of the market who does. And so because that small portion of the market who know how to install, bundles and all of that stuff, they assume that those people that come across everybody that come across their page know how to use their stuff. No. People who sell like magnetic lashes, it's very rare that you see those girls have a tutorial. I think when we talk about selling, it is literally education. It's kind of like when you see people with videos on TikToks, or if you see people with videos on, Reels and stuff like that. The videos that has the most engagement and the most shares are educational videos, how-to videos, hacks, stuff like that. Those are the type of videos that really take off. It's the education. It's the insightfulness. It's those things that really take off. So I would say everybody's quote unquote marketing problem is education, the lack thereof, and the assumption that, people already know how to use this. Like, it's an arrogance around it. So if you get good at educating people, you can really kill it. Okay. So hopefully I answered your question as it relates to that. What do you do to make it easier for your clients to let potential clients know that your products and services works? I am working on a Google form to create a baseline and post product questionnaire. What do you sell? Tell me what you sell. But we just talked about that. So hopefully that answered your question. Okay. Hopefully that answered your question. I'm an esthetician specializing in body waxing. What's a great marketing tool? Be more specific, right? Can you show people the waxing process? Can you educate people on why they need to get their face? Can you show people how to have a routine, right? Again, it all goes back to education, okay? Let's see. Thank you. I created my own format. It's called That Fitness. It's a trademark. I need an on-demand platform. There are so many cool on-demand platforms. I can't think about them immediately right now. If you purchase a system, post it on the Q&A thread, and I'm going to do some research on some on-demand platforms. So make sure you, if you bought a system, and when you get access to your welcome email, join the Facebook group and post your question. And then I'll look for some on-demand platforms. I can't think of them right now off the top of my head, but I do know of a few. How to promote skincare with little finding. What do you mean? Right? There's a brand that I purchase all the time that I love, right? There's a brand that I purchase all the time that I love called, Herbal City. I talk about this girl a lot. I really like her. And I really like her product. But this brand here called Herbal City, she sells like this butter. It's so good. Oh my God. I love this brand. And then we have the turmeric. Look at that. Y'all see that? It smells so damn good. She got some amazing products. I would invest in her business. But anyway, like this right here, my first interaction with her brand was seeing her put this on. Like she didn't say, like, I didn't just go to her page and just see that she had butter. Like my first video that I seen come across her page was her, opening it up, pulling it out and rubbing it on her skin and me able to see the product, right? Or being able to see this product in use. And then I bought like this little eye cream that she had that I was able to see. So like demonstrating. Those are some things that you can do. Okay. If you have a question, please use the Q&A box. How do you stand out in a saturated market? Grab UnCloned Marketing. That's how you stand out. Grab UnCloned Marketing. For everyone who's asking, like, how do I stand out? How do I create something uncloned? I just talked to my community about this. I'm not going to give you all ideas. Okay. I'm going to get you some things to get into momentum, but it's very important that you understand how to actually do what I teach, right? How do you actually think uncloned? How do you actually begin to learn creativity? If you purchase a system, I literally just posted our creativity presentation from 2018, where I did a whole presentation at UnCloned around creativity. It is very important that you learn how to think uncloned, how to be uncloned, and how to apply what I'm saying, right? Because I can sit here all day and be like, you should do this, and you should do that, and you should do this. But you have to know how to think through these different ideas, because I can give you this one idea, but what good is it if you don't know how to do it again and again and again and again and again, right? So in our systems, we teach you our process, but if you have UnCloned Marketing on page 85, okay, on page 85, we go over how to unclone your offers. We go over 11 strategies that you can do, okay? You all need to go. If you have this book and you thinking to yourself, I don't know how to be different, I don't know how to make my thing stand out, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? If that's your question, you need to get UnCloned Marketing. And if you already have UnCloned Marketing, you need to go to page 85 and reread this. Familiarize yourself with these 11 ways on uncloning your brand. Okay? So head over to AudriaRichmond.shop and grab that book. Okay? Also, if you all want to grab an UnCloned Marketing system, head over to AudriaRichmond.shop and get it. Okay? So I answered that question. How can you make a marketing funnel as a hairstylist for getting more bookings? So my client, Lovely's Hair, I showed her how to make a funnel and go through her process. So for her, when you go to the link in her bio, there's a video, and then there's a booking button, and then she funnels people through that process. There's an onboarding welcome sequence and all of those things. So It doesn't matter what you sell. You can create a funnel for that. Babe, can you bring me that notebook, my big book that's right there in front of the bed that has the funnel sketched out? I want to show them how I approach creating funnels. Okay, I want to show you how I approach creating funnels. Let's see. I'm gonna show you real quick. When we talk about a funnel is nothing but a process and an experience. What kind of process and experience you want to create? I don't want to promote a particular tool because they don't pay me. And if you're a client, I'll tell you in the group. But I don't want to like say, go get this tool or go get this tool. They're not paying me. So I'm not going to go over that. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. Can y'all see this? Do y'all see this? So, whenever I'm thinking about what kind of funnel I want to create, I'm always sketching it out. So you can see I put here video, then I went over each package, and I kind of sketched out what the funnel things are going to be. I always put it on paper. I always put it on paper. It's very hard to see. I mean, y'all don't need to read it. I just want you to kind of understand the concept of what I'm saying. Whenever I'm thinking about a funnel, I'm always sketching it out. What's the first thing I want them to do? What's the second thing I want them to do? What's the third thing I want them to do? What's the fourth thing I want them to do? Right? And as a result of that, then I go and select the tech. Some of you all are buying tech before you know the process. If you don't know the process, you're going to buy all these tools and you may be buying it wrong. You might be buying the wrong tool. You might buy a tool that may be too complex for how simple your sales process is, or vice versa, right? So you definitely want to be able to sketch it out. Let's see. If you're on the desktop, you're probably not going to see the Q&A box. If you're on the desktop, you're probably not going to see the Q&A box. But if you're on the mobile, you should be able to see it. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I got some more funnels in here. I know I do. What's this? Planner. Oh, this is a concept we had for a planner showing. All of those things. Okay. Like, you can get these art books from, what do you call it? You can get these art books from, like an art store, like a Michael's, and just go and sketch it out. Okay. Let's see. What else? So this is our brand ambassador funnel. Okay. This is our brand ambassador funnel. Okay. I sketched it out. What was going to go on each page, what I wanted people to do, all of that stuff. Then I went and built it out in the platform. I knew exactly what my page was going to look like. I knew where URL that was going to go to, all of that. Okay. Then I created a hiring funnel. Okay. I went and created a hiring funnel. What that was going to look like. Okay. I created an opportunity hour funnel. Okay. An opportunity hour funnel. Hey, Danielle. Danielle is our brand ambassador manager. I knew what she was going to be doing before she got here because I sketched it out. Okay. I didn't tell her to come here and be like, figure it out. Figure out what your job is. No, I didn't do that. Another funnel I sketched out. So I need you all to get familiar with you need to fall in love with your process and systems. Okay. The reason that I make more money than some of the people I know is because I set my ass down and created the funnels and the processes and the systems. Okay. A lot of people are avoiding. Yes, on the surface it's hard. I get it. Yes, on the surface it is hard. I get it. But you're not going to ever have leverage if you don't make the time. Okay. Okay. And this is another thing. Some of you all are suffering because you're being cheap. That, and I know that to be true for quite a few people. Some people are legitimately suffering because they're being cheap. I don't want to buy that. I don't want to invest in that. Cool. Slow growth for you, sis. Cool. Like, I'm not, if I want to learn some shit, I'm just going to pay the person and be done with it. I don't have time to be trying to figure that shit out. Like, you already know. Okay, cool. Here go your money. Like, oh, you already did that before? Okay, let me go and pay you. Some of you all are literally not where you want to be because you being cheap. Now, some of you all are literally maybe in a situation where you can legitimately, you cannot legitimately invest. I get it. But some of y'all are being not investing because you're highly skeptical of success. Highly skeptical. You like this. I don't know if they're going to work for me. I'm me. I don't know if they're going to work for me. I'm me. What you got for me? I'm special. I'm special. Me is me. You got to tell me what me can do for me. I'm just saying, I'm me. I'm different. No, you're not. You operate a business that needs clients and customers, and you need to know how to market your products and services. Simple. Simple. The same way you market these damn pens, okay? The same way you market these pens, it's the same way. I'm me. I'm different. I'm me. I'm me. What about me? Me is different. I sell candles. I don't know about her. She sell her. She sell her. So, because she sell her, I sell candles. Oh, I sell lip gloss. She sell water. I sell lip gloss. She sell water. This can't work for me. You a marketing coach. You a marketing coach. I sell shoes. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Okay. That's where I'm at with this. That's where I'm at with this. I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, if that's what you want to believe, okay. I mean, what am I supposed to say? Hey, if that's what you want to believe, like, what can I say? I mean, hey. You're not special. You're not special. Just saying. All right. All right. So I'm going to start a kids party business. Would the lunch system be good to invest in? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I love the concept. I think that is so cool. Okay. I'm just saying. What is a funnel? That's a great question. A funnel is a sequential sales process that you take people through. Okay. That's what a funnel is. It's literally like, let me tell you what a funnel is. In the most simplest terms, it's a sales process. That's all it is. And I'm going to break it down. Okay. If you were to go to McDonald's, okay, McDonald's have already designed their products and services. They already know what they're going to be selling. They know they're going to be selling the Big Mac, the kids meal. They have their menu of items. Okay. You're going to be a customer and you're going to go into their sales process. Okay. You're going to go, let's assume you're going to go through drive-through. All right. Step one in the process is to say, I need to go to McDonald's. Boom. You go to McDonald's. Boom. Congratulations to everyone who has purchased a system and or book bundle. Thank you. All right. So step one, you're going to go to McDonald's. First off, you got to remember that when you hungry to go there, that's marketing. Okay. You got to remember, you have to remember when you get hungry, you have to know about the brand in order to say, I'm going to go there. I'm going to go to the website. Or if I say, hey, I needed someone to clear my skin, you got to be the first person I think of. If I say I want a burger, you got to be the first person I think of. If I say I want some lip gloss, you got to be the first person I think of. If I say I want some candles, you got to be the first person I think of. That's marketing. That's why marketing is so important. If you sell something I need and you don't come to mind when I need it, Or when I'm asking someone else to tell me about who they know that know, and then they don't know that you know, they don't know you, then we already got a problem that people don't know you. It's not that what you sell is trash. It's not what you sell is bad. It's just, I don't know you. You're not memorable, right? But let's go back to the McDonald's thing to demonstrate what a sales funnel is. Step one, you go through the drive. You say, hey, I want to go to McDonald's. I want a Big Mac. Cool. You get in your car. You head over to McDonald's. Step one, you pull up and you look at the menu, their offers. Okay. You pull up, you look at the menu and you look at their offers and you say, I want this, and this. No, that you're going to have someone come up and say, hey, what would you like to eat? What would you like? How can I take your order? And you literally tell people what you want. You tell the person, hey, I want this, and this. They be like, all right, cool. See you at the next window. Or they might tell you what the total is and tell you to come to the window. You're going to come to the window. The process begins. The people in the back start making your order. They put it in the bag. They remember everything you said. Sometimes they get it wrong. They remember everything you said. They put the shit in the bag. They give it to you. You drive off. You eat your food. Boom. You just went through the funnel. The sales process, right? If you've ever, went to go apply for an apartment, you go through the sales process. You go, you inquire. They take you to some little, what the hell they call it? What they call those apartments? It's like, no. You know how they have the demo apartments? What they call those? Huh? Demo apartment. No, they don't call it a demo apartment. They call it we're just gonna call it a demo apartment today. That's upselling. When they ask you, do you want to upgrade? That's upselling. But I was just trying to demonstrate the actual sales process. The model. Thank you. That's what it's called. The model. They take you to a staged model, and you go and you look at the different, thing, and then they start telling you about all the different configurations you can get. Do you want a 2-bedroom, a 3-bedroom? Do you want it upstairs? Do you want it downstairs? This is how much it costs. This is how much a 12-month lease, a 16-month lease, so on and so forth, right? And so once you go from there, right, you decide if you want to apply, you apply, they run your credit, they make sure you can pay for it, you get approved, they tell you when you can move in, you sign your leasing agreement, you get your keys, and kaboom, you got a home, okay, or apartment. There you go. That's a sales process, right? That's a funnel. So when people are teaching funnels, I'm like, really, y'all need to be teaching systems and sales processes, right? You need to become a master of studying sales process. How did I get sold? How did I buy this thing? How did I get clear on that? Like, that's what your focus need to be. Okay. So hopefully I answered your question regarding that. All right. So the next question, as a consumer, how would someone grab your attention to purchase a leisure wear? What are you looking for as a consumer? Do you see people in it? I like seeing people, when I'm thinking about like workout clothes and things like that, I'm always looking at, the style of the clothes. I like things that I want to look sexy when I'm working out. So when I'm thinking about what I'm going to buy or clothes or whatever, I want to see it on people. So for instance, that guy I was telling y'all about who has like the step workout thing, he recently did a video with a young lady and she had on these shorts that were kind of like see-through, and then they were just like regular workout shorts, but they had like this cute little design. So I like unique stuff, like stuff you can't just really find everywhere. But what made me want it is seeing her work out in it. So, if you sell clothes or whatever, people want to see people working it or utilize. That's why when you see influencers who are promoting fashion brands, you typically can see yourself in the process when you see it on them, right? So whether you sell fitness clothes or regular clothes, it's about showing people it on different body sizes, on different people, and just creating that lifestyle of being in it. So that would be the focal point there. So hopefully I answered your question. We talked about what is a funnel. How would you how to promote a nail education course in a saturated market? Well, number one, there is no, I don't even know about anyone that has a nail creating course. So what makes you think it's a saturated market? I don't think your market is saturated. Do anybody here know about a whole bunch of nail creating courses? What's the name of your course? It's a nail. What was that? A nail education course. Do any of you all know a whole bunch of nail educators? It may feel saturated because of the community you're in. If you're in the same community with other people who do what you do, of course, it's going to feel uber saturated, right? But when you go outside of your circle, outside of your community, you're going to notice that there aren't a lot of people who do what you do, right? Oftentimes we are around the same people we do business with, and so it can feel saturated. So for instance, if I'm a marketing coach and I'm in the coaching industry, of course I'm gonna see marketing coaches and stuff like that. But if I'm if I'm marketing outside of my circle, right? If I'm marketing outside of my circle, it's gonna be very easy for me to stand out because, I'm marketing outside of my circle. So I don't think you're in a saturated market, and B, you would market it just like you market any other product or service. So I highly recommend checking out UnCloned Marketing. Want to take it up a notch, get some coaching and support, some feedback, then I highly recommend you grab this book and the launch system. That's what I recommend. Okay. So I answered that question. All right. How to attract more clients for makeup artists. That's a great question. I think when I'm looking for a makeup artist, I always got to use hashtags or something like that. I just don't like that. I don't see like makeup artists advertising or marketing. A lot of the times, most makeup artists are referral based, meaning, let's say I'm saying, hey guys, I need a makeup artist. People are going to tag you or say, hey, come and check out, go check out this makeup artist. I feel like when I'm looking at makeup artists, unless they're like an influencer, they never run ads. Half the time they're hard as hell to find. So I would say, what are you currently doing now to let people know you exist, right? What are you currently doing right now for people to know that you exist? So when I think about a makeup artist, are you putting yourself where your ideal clients would be at, right? So for instance, do you have any relationships with, event planners who help bridal people, or event planners will be your best friend because they're the first person to come in contact with someone. I know it sounds weird. Like, why would I partner with an event planner? An event planner is the first point of contact for eventful things, right? So if someone is planning stuff for their birthday party or for a new release, a new product release, or if they're doing something for their weddings or like something, a girls' night out or whatever the case may be, event planners will be a great person to collaborate with because they're already coming in contact with people who need to look good. They ain't even thought about what they wearing and all of that stuff when they picking an event planner. So if you can be a part of that, boom, another one. There you go. Event photographers, right? Event photographers would be great people to contact with. You need to think about who are people contacting first and then establish a relationship with them or a partnership or something with them, and then begin to market your products and services with them. Okay. Let's see. Suggestions on how to unclone marketing as an attorney. Ooh, this is fun. This is fun. Okay. So when I think about attorneys, I think about attorney commercials. One call, that's all. That's like that. That's what comes to mind. I feel like attorneys have mastered catchy phrases, billboard ads, and things like that. But what I feel like is missing in the attorney space, in my opinion, is the lack of original content. That's what I feel like is missing. I feel like a lot of attorneys are like creating blog type content, or they're just kind of working off of referrals. So I don't know what type of attorney you are, but like, could you have your own show? Could you be creating original content? What type of educational reels or TikToks you can do, right? Like, there's a lot of opportunity for you. I would really have fun. I would really try to figure out how I can amplify my content strategy. Because I know you all have restrictions around what you can and can't say in marketing, but like you cannot like, you can always educate people. That's not a hard thing to do. And so when I think about certain attorneys, kind of boring. So literally you can stand out by not being boring. How do you make hiring an attorney fun, exciting, educational, all of those things. So I feel like really revving up your content game is a great way to do that. Also, educating people around what you do. So there you have it. All right. So there we go. So I just talked about that. Okay. We just talked about an attorney. So hopefully that helped you. But as far as digital marketing is concerned, you could be making digital products. You could be making digital assets. You could be publishing products. I have an idea for a divorce attorney. I'm not going to talk about it here. However, wow. I just came up with a bomb idea. It's a publishing idea. I don't feel like attorneys have enough published products. Okay. I don't feel like attorneys have enough published products. Right. You don't see a lot of attorneys writing books. You don't see a lot of attorneys making card decks. You don't see a lot of attorneys making workbooks, tools and resources for people. That's a huge opportunity there. If you all want to learn how to publish those types of things, then you can join my program called Publishing Like a Pro, where I teach you how to make, publish workbooks, notebooks, journals, card decks, all of those things. So if you're interested in that, you can head over to Publishing Like a Pro. But I have a super dope idea for a divorce attorney. Actually, that would be, oh my God, that's a dope idea. Okay, I just want to write it down so I don't forget. But I feel like that's one of the things that's missing. Most attorneys don't sell published products and or digital products. They always just sell services, which leaves a huge opportunity to make money in other areas, right? I have seen intellectual property attorneys sell contracts, but I still feel like that space need to be improved a lot more. Like, yes, you're selling a contract, but one of the things I noticed that not everybody who sell contracts create video tutorials to go with it. And why the hell are you selling this if you're not going to tell me how to use it? And there's also an assumption when people buy contracts that they understand the legal lingo, right? So there's that. So I feel like there's a huge opportunity, especially in the education and publishing aspect of that. So we went over what is a funnel, how to attract more clients, I talked about that. Do you think business cards still work? Absolutely. 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 Everything works. Flyers, business cards, banners, car door magnets, all of that stuff still works. So I don't want you to think that business cards don't work. They still work. They still work. So I would totally still invest in business cards. Also, again, if you all like what I'm talking about, if you like what I'm sharing, if you want to be able to get direct access to be able to ask questions, get feedback on your offers or create new offers and get support, I highly recommend that you grab one of our UnCloned marketing systems. We haven't even touched how we're about to serve those who invested in those systems. And again, they're on sale. They're on sale. They're all on sale. The launch system is on sale. The offer system is on sale. The opportunity hour system on sale. The content system is on sale. Do not wait. Please do not wait. We have already sold 631 systems. Okay. Actually 32. I think someone here bought one. But head over to audriarichmond.shop and grab you an UnCloned marketing system. If you want to continue to talk about these different things. Okay. All right. So let's see. I'm going to answer one or two more questions and then I am going to go because it's getting late and I've been on here a long time. Okay. I'm about to launch a workbook for therapists. Thanks for your Publishing Like a Pro course. What are your ideas for marketing during pre-order launch? If you, let's see, thanks for your Publishing Like a Pro. When you buy Publishing Like a Pro, I don't know if you're already a student or not. If you're not a student, then get Publishing Like a Pro with marketing because we teach you how to launch. If you don't have if you do have Publishing Like a Pro and you only have marketing, just publishing, upgrade to marketing. So there we go. Yes, I grabbed my system. Yes, congratulations. If you are on the site buying your systems, tapping in, don't want to be left behind, thank you. Let's see. I'm credit repair with opportunity hour would be great. Absolutely. We already covered those questions. Okay, cool. So there's a lot of questions there. I can't answer all these questions. I answered as many as I could. Hopefully you all found value in those questions, in those answers. Shout out to everyone who has purchased a badge. I will save this live stream. Hopefully it saves, it works. But I highly recommend that you grab our book bundles at the very least if you're not going to invest in the system. And if you want to take it up a notch and get access to community support and get your questions answered, I highly recommend you check out our UnCloned Marketing systems. And you can grab one by visiting AudriaRichmond.shop, okay, and grab one of our systems. So thank you so much. So much. And I always enjoy my live streams with you all. You all are so dope. You ask really good questions. And thank you for sharing your time with me on this Saturday night. And until next time, y'all, let's go build an uncloned brand. Peace out, y'all.